Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Wasenshido Dojo. We are on day 28 of 30 days martial arts for beginners. And today is kind of a cool, different day. I wanted martial arts in a chair while you're sitting, or seated martial arts with weapons, and throw some size in your belt. Get your Aido out. Grab a chair, grab a partner, or grab a bob, and let's get started. Alright, well, we don't really necessarily need these size, so let's pull them out of our belt. We're not going to do much with them. That was just for show, just for funsies. Let's do some unarmed combat with a bob or a partner. So, get in a chair. Let's get into the core of what we're going to be doing. So, yeah, besides punching, striking, just while you're sitting on your couch, while you're sitting in your chair, or sitting up in a bed, you can just work on breathing. 1, 2, 1, 2, hook, uppercut, punch, punch, strike, uppercut, knife hand, palm heel, finger flick to the eyes, finger flick to the eyes. Elbow strike or elbow block, elbow parry, okay, and hammer fist, knife hand, palm heel, all kinds of different, basic stuff with striking with the hands, elbows, forearms, okay, grabbing hair, grabbing clothes, grabbing the body, grabbing hair, striking to the groin, okay, someone comes in and invading your space and you don't want to do too much damage, either flick to the eyes, go, hey, don't come so close, or you're kind of coming into my space, can you back away a little bit? And they keep coming. Finger flick to the face, finger flick to the eyes, finger flick to the throat, front of the throat. That's not going to feel very good. Okay, and then back, use the whole back of your hand, the back of your fingers, right to the groin. Boom. Or you can just do a punch, a hammer fist, a straight punch. You can even do a little bit of a kick. Like, hey, how about you back up a little bit? And that doesn't do too much damage, if you don't want to hurt somebody, not necessarily. And, and then so we did just some of those basic punches. Now, instep kick. So you just turn your toes to the outside, kick with the whole bottom or the arch and the bottom of the foot, right to just their thigh, anywhere, just to keep them away at bay. You can do a front ball kick right to the groin. All right, you can kind of brace yourself, boom. Or you can kind of step in and hands up. Okay, and so instep kick to this inside of or just towards the knees, inside of the knee. So across, or just straight onto the knee, to the shin, and that's really about it. You can hook around the foot. You can hook around their heel with one foot. I don't know if you could see this, yeah. Okay, I should be able to see this. So you hook your heel around their heel. Let's say my left foot around their right foot, straight across, because you want to come in with this instep and push their knee. Okay, I do wish I had a partner for this, but it's pretty easy. If you have a partner, be very careful with knees, obviously with all the things that you're doing. So wrapping your foot around the back of the ankle or the heel, and taking the other foot and collapsing the inside of their knee so it can push them back and push them down. Might be able to trip them. They probably will fall back and fall down on their ass. So those are some simple things. So again, kicks to the groin, to the solar plexus, to the body, kicks to the knees, to the anywhere on the legs, just to push them away. Hey man, what are you doing in my space? Can you just back up a little bit? Give them a little check. Boom. Don't think so. Thanks very much. Come back again another time for another little kick to maybe a kick to the groin or the kick to the face. Boom. So you get up, boom. Put your hands, stand up, boom, kick to the face. They will not see that coming. They come in to grab you. Okay. There's so much you can go into. So there's a whole hand-to-hand combat thing. So someone actually comes to grab you. You can do all, different things. So we won't go into that too much. So we covered a little bit of, why would you want to use a chair? What's important about using a chair? So first things first, to recap, you are trying something new. You're learning how to, different techniques you can use in different ways of fighting or combat or self-defense while sitting in a chair. You have a little bit less energy and you just want to kind of relax, but you still want to do a little bit of 5 to 10 minutes of mental martial arts with a little bit of physical martial arts techniques, and that's good too. And then sitting down and just doing a lot of the stretching and yoga and calisthenics type stuff. Move your legs, knees. If you're really chronically having chronic illness and chronic fatigue and stuff like that, this can help a lot just by doing some movement while you're sitting, or even sitting up in bed, or even laying down in bed. So without further ado, we have a lot to cover. So first things first with weapons, grab a scarf, grab a rope, grab a chain that is anything that is long and flexible, a piece of clothing, a belt, anything that is flexible and that can move around just like this. So one of the great things about this is that you can, it's deceiving. Okay, you have your scarf around your neck, whatever. You see someone coming towards you, you kind of take your scarf off, you just leave it, kind of have it like this, but leave it in your belt, or leave it in your lap, I should say. So then it looks inconspicuous. So if they come up, hey, I don't want any trouble, just can you step back? Why are you coming at me? Don't come at me, bro. If you want to, back up if you want to live, type things. So if they get real close and they come to grab you, you can take this, and so if you just go like this with your item, with your scarf or with your belt or with your rope, you can launch their arms away from you. So if one arm or two arms come towards you, coming towards your neck, and you just go like this, and you open up the rope next to their arms, and it'll shoot their arms away. Now that's just a deterrent, it's not an attack, but it's a deterrent and a distraction for, let's say, hey, don't come any closer, and then they go to grab you, shoot their arms away, go and kick the knees, kick the groin, and then maybe take the one end and just swipe at their face. It might not feel good. It's not like a strong attack, but it's another distraction. So it's here, crossed, and again. Okay, you need to practice that a little bit just to work on your aim and your accuracy. Okay, and then here, groin, strike to the face, knee, strike to the face, push, thrust kick, solar plexus, or thrust kick their body back, thrust kick to the groin even. Or you do this where you hit their face, gives you a couple seconds, you pull them closer, and you wrap around the back of the foot, collapse the knee. You can really tear up their knee if you want to do some more damage. Boom. Okay, you can distract, block or parry. So you can block, strike, grab the groin. If they have a groin there, grab the groin and kick the groin. And then if they come with hands, you can also watch my rope video. I think I have a rope video on this playlist for 30 Days Martial Arts for Beginners. I don't remember which day it is, but I think it's in there somewhere. But using the rope also to wrap around wrists and arms. So wrap around, so somebody comes with an arm, okay, wrap it around, and then you can pull the rope tight, And that won't feel very good depending on what you have for a material, if it's chain or rope. You pull and you can control the arm, and you can more or less control the body a little better this way. And then you can start kicking the knees, go into the groin, go to the face. Okay, if you don't want to get up, if you for some reason can't get up. All right, so you got this. This is to pull and just to, it's to be able to, of course, get the punch out of the way and then control the body with the wrist and the arm. That's what that will help to do. And then you can do all the other actions like attacking them, eyes, groin, that kind of stuff. And then if they're even closer and you pull them in with this, okay, this is one of the techniques where you pull them in, okay, and just imagine if Bob was a little closer, if I'm still sitting down, then I can go around. So I got the arm here, I pull them closer, and then I kind of let go a little bit and just go around, and you can even catch their arm in the choke as well, so they're kind of like this. So if that makes sense. And then you can bring them, and let's say just for example, they're down here, you pull them down into you while you're sitting. So that's another thing. So literally just keep practicing that, like rewind the video and just go, okay, remember if something comes up, put my scarf or my rope. Take your belt off if you don't need your belt to hold your pants up. Take your belt off and have it sitting there. Get something out of your bag. Maybe you have a little chain, even if it's a little shorter one. Maybe you have a chain or some sort of strong necklace. If you're a woman with a necklace like that, or anybody, if you have your own necklace on, whip somebody in the eyes with your necklace. Okay. So, anyways, take it off. Hey, I don't want any trouble. Step back out of my space. Don't come any closer. Launch their arms away from you with your rope. Boom. Come again. Wrap their hand up. Boom. Okay. Wrap it up. Bring it in. Kick. Wrap the heel. Kick the inner knee. Swipe the face. I said, don't come any closer. Slap the groin. Grab the groin. Pull the groin. Kick the knees. Grab the groin. And then you can get into the eyes, scratching if you want to do more damage, scratching the eyes, pulling the hair, and whatnot. So that's the rope, that's the thing, the scarf. Now, the knife is just, let's just work on basic knife stuff. So just grab your tanto, grab your dull blade. Make sure you're practicing with some sort of rubber knife, dull wooden knife, or a dull metal practice blade. So again, have a partner or have a bob. That's okay too. Just strike straight into the gut, straight into the groin, straight into the inner thigh, and slicing inner thigh. Again, this is deadly stuff. So if you want to get in, and if you have a sharp blade, and if you're self-defense for your life, then you want to go towards the arteries, inner legs, arteries in the inner arms, inner wrists, arms into the armpit. Okay. Straight into the armpit, straight up and in. Okay. Eyes. So also use it as a snapping technique. Okay. So you're not slicing or cutting necessarily, but someone's hands. Okay. Don't come any closer. I got a knife. Will cut you. Step away. Get out of my space. If you come any closer, I will. Then hopefully people get their cameras out. Hopefully, and then you're safe to defend yourself. So start cutting away at their hands. Hey, don't come any closer. Hey, step back. Boom, groin. Boom. I got a knife. I'm going to go right to your groin. And then face, eyes, neck, throat, wrists. And then you could start going into striking with the actual blade into the body if you really want to, into the soft tissue, anywhere in the body, solar plexus. Okay, you can go straight towards the groin if it really is necessary, and then into the ribs, soft tissue, and then up into the. Again, this could be fatal. So remember this. This is attacking arteries. So this can be fatal. If your life is on the line, this is what you can do. If it is not, use a deterrent. Hey, I got a knife. Slap, slap, boom, get away. And then if it gets worse, if your life is in danger, you start to go stabbing, and then you start targeting the arteries inside the wrists here, and inner arm, up into the bicep, inner bicep. There's just the nerve here. There is an artery right here. It kind of, well, their artery is in there actually. It's the brachial artery and the subclavian artery up here that goes down in the armpit and comes through. I can't remember the exact route here, but anyways, anywhere there is, we'll get them really good. And then up into the armpit here, stabbing straight up into the armpit. Inner thighs with the femoral artery. Top of the foot. There's an artery right there at the top of the foot. You can feel it. Right there. In between the big toe and the second toe, the metatarsals here, the bones and the tendons here. Right there, you can feel the artery. So, right there. And then of course the jugulars, the carotid artery in the neck here. So again, just practicing with a knife, just practicing holding the knife, striking, 1, 2, 3, reverse, forward, reverse stab, forward stab. This is forward grip, okay. So we got across, horizontal, diagonal, upper, up at an angle, okay, lower, horizontal, okay, and then flip the grip, reverse, and we got, this is actually pretty good where you can kind of hide the knife, and you go, please don't come any closer, I will be forced to defend myself, stay out of my space, I don't know what do you want, who are you, what do you want? Don't come any closer, check them with a kick or whatever, or if you want to use the butt of the knife, I said stay back, and then if it comes down to it, I got a knife, I'm gonna, and then you go reverse grip, boom, you have your hand for defense, elbow defense, here defending, and you can even step on their foot a little bit, even though there's not much weight, just kind of gives them a check, like, makes them feel like there's something there, boom, right to the groin. And then you can come up right to the underneath the chin. Okay, groin under the chin, and go across the neck, and then underneath the armpit if that's there, and then inside of the wrists. Grab the wrist, slice the inside of the arm. Okay. Again, this is if your life is on the line. If your life is not on the line, it's just, hey, step back, check them with a knife. Boom, get back. I said back. I said get back. So there's lots of cool stuff you can do. If you have an object, a metal object, even if it's your knife or some sort of tool, a piece of wood even, a stick, I don't care what it is, you get it out, and if it's a hard piece of metal, blunt object, it doesn't have to be metal, a hard, blunt object, get it right into the wrist bones, okay? If you could see this, you put your 2 thumbs here. So right between my fingers and here is, right here is where you want their wrist, and you just crimp down and you press into there. So if you have a partner, just be really gentle at first, just to, and they're gonna tap real quick. So you just pull back and throw a kick in there. Boom, kick to the groin, to the knees or thighs or anywhere in their body, and you just pull back and they're gonna freak out. So, unless they're on drugs, they might not be as pain tolerant. So, that's one thing, but that's when you go towards the eyes, flicking the eyes and the groin even sometimes, just depends. So, that's the knife, forward grip, reverse grip. Practice all your strikes. Practice doing a little bit of a snapping strike. instead of us cutting or stabbing, just, and then reverse, 1, 2. This is more of a deadly thing. You can kill somebody going up into the throat with your knife, okay? So, but you can go kind of, just, you can even just take the point and just right into the chest, right in the, and just, you know, you just penetrate their skin a little bit, boom, right into the ribs. Hey, fuck off, huh? Huh? Am I gonna get beeped for that? So next we have, let's do the stick. Everybody likes a nice stick. So an eskrima or an eskrima, get a stick or get out of here. Okay, so you probably just, I did a couple stick videos already. I think day 12 was a stick. Okay, right in the temple, right in the kisser, right in the chin, temple, top of the head. Boom, boom, boom. Come down to the nose, right in the temple, neck, wrist. Snap their, or strike their wrists and their hands. You might be able to get a little bit of a, break their hand, especially if you have a heavier stick. Again, if you happen to have an eskrima stick on you while you're sitting down somewhere and someone attacks you, this is what you can do. So, step back. I don't want any trouble. I don't know who you are. What do you want? Can I help you, sir? Step back. Don't come any closer. I'm going to have to defend myself. You're in my space. No thank you. No thanks. They still keep coming. You can use this as a blocking tool. Block coming straight in if they come real close. Okay. Use it as a battering ram. Like it's a huge tree. Like I'll be forced to cut the rope so the big battering ram comes down. I'm watching too much Ninja Turtles. The battering ram comes down right behind me over my shoulder at a perfect angle and just takes you out. So you got the stick and you can have two hands. This is perfect to go into the groin, go up to the head of the neck, the face, okay, into the solar plexus or the body area, check them there. Even into the ribs, you can kind of get a nice big shot into the ribs that won't feel very good. And then you got the one-handed strikes where it's striking at the wrists and the hands, okay, face, temple, side of the face, top of the head, coming down on the you know, it's gonna maybe come down on their face, just more of a distraction because the head's pretty hard. And then you can maybe get a nose shot across the face and maybe get a nose across the face. Okay, but temple, that don't feel good. And then wrists and hands. Wrist, temple. Practice that. Wrist, temple. Wrist, temple, wrist. Coming with both hands, groin. Solar plexus, under the chin, and the nose and the face. Practice those. Again, if someone's coming and grabbing you, then use both hands and kind of parry them out of the way, and then come in with a strike. Parry, strike. Parry, strike. Parry, strike. Okay? Parry, go to the groin, strike to the groin, strike to the head, come up to the head. I mean, you can just do anything. So practice with both hands. Strike, 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 strike. Go slow. Groin, solar plexus or ribs or body, up and underneath the chin, up into the face, into the nose. You know, you know, you got to be pretty accurate to get the nose, but you can, you know, just in case you can kind of, maybe it'll get the nose, you know, you can get lucky. And then practice hitting that temple. Go slow. Hold it there. Hold it there. If you're switching hands, this is my off hand right here, so go slow. Okay, just practice and then go a little faster and a little harder each time. So coming straight down, go straight up to the chin, horizontal, horizontal, wrists, hands, two hands to the groin, might even just one hand to the groin. Hey, I don't want any trouble. Groin, in the head. Back, I say. So anyways, if someone comes to grab you, wrap this around. Take it, go around, and grab it, and come down. Okay? Their hand is right between, this looks pretty like, you know, like it's a lot, but someone comes here, boom, just wrap it around, and then come underneath, and then collapse onto it, boom. My battery's about to die. So, that is pretty much it with a stick. I mean, there's a lot of different things. You can, if you want to stand up, or if you want to, if they get closer, wrap it around their neck. Let's say they're closer, and you pull them in like this. So you wrap it around, and you pull them in, collapse onto their neck. So that'll end it with a stick. Before we pick up the Aido, the training sword, just grab your bokken or a longer stick and pretend it's a sword. This is something you can just do alone without any bob or anything else. This is a nice practice. It's like a nice meditation. It's good for working on your form. It's good to work on your form for your slices and your strikes coming over the head. Maybe sit forward a little bit, sit kind of straight up. Or not, if you really are so lazy and tired, then you can do this. Or if you're really chronically fatigued. This is hard, the chair's in the way, so I'm like coming up here, but so just sit on your, you don't need to be straight up and down, like you've swallowed a broomstick. You can kind of hunch a little bit, but sit on the edge of your seat. Breathe. Okay, straight in thrust. Maybe one hand, grab it again, two hands, here. Go up for a block, okay, upper block, and strike. Upper block the other way, and strike. Upper block, strike. Upper block, strike. Strike. Block, something coming straight in at your body, blocking across, and then grabbing and coming straight down, blocking across, and you can come straight in, blocking, come straight in, blocking, swinging around again, coming straight down, or blocking and then coming back at an angle, blocking, angle, blocking, angle. So you can block and circle around and come at the same with a strike. Block, strike. And then you could block it this way, so something comes straight in again, taking across the front of your body, block and strike. Block and strike. Here, you can come quickly across the front. So you block and then across the front. Block and across the face. You block and come down on their hands. Block and come down on their hands and then into the face. So you're just practicing these kind of movements. So I'm just going to set that down. Take your Aido, your training sword. It's a little difficult with the chair and having this in my but you can kind of have it sideways, okay? So I have instead of having it off to the side here, you can kind of have it up to the front. That's also a way, this is how you can do rolls, forward rolls and reverse rolls with it over your belly. Okay. So you can have it here. If you like this, you can practice sheathing and drawing the sword and resheathing the sword here, 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 and back in. Okay. Again, pulling the scabbard out and drawing the sword, coming here. Okay. Off to the side, and then bring it right to the front, push the scabbard up and pull it back. Again, you're just doing the same thing we would be doing standing, but you're just sitting doing it. So, and then of course with the sword, you can do all the same cuts you were just doing, with the sword. Trying not to hit my bob here. This is dull. That's why it's called an Aido, because it's a training sword. Block, strike, block, strike, strike, and bring it back. The chair's in my way. It looks a little funny, like I'm a beginner. Shoulders up. So, grab your partner, grab your bob. Let's say you have your sword here, it's 200 years ago, and you're like, please sir, back away, I have my samurai sword. Don't come any closer, I'm going to be forced to defend myself and decapitate you. If this was 200 years ago, 400, 500, 600 years ago. Stay back, I will stop you. So, check them with the butt of the sword. You can sheath it and come into the body, boom, body, groin, face, or you can take the whole sword and the whole scabbard, the whole sword, and go right into the groin, solar plexus. Bob's a little further away, but you come towards the head. Okay. Practice a little bit. It's also good to get to understand how to move and where the sword is while you have it on you. Walk around the house. Just make sure you don't smash stuff and don't hit anything while you're walking around. Make sure you don't hit any of your wife's sentimental items or knickknacks, or you're gonna be big deep shit. So. Because I was walking, I had the size in my belt and the sword all at the same time, walking back and forth, fixing up the camera and the lighting, and you realize what your awareness is for your surroundings, awareness of your tools, of your weapons, what you can do and what you can't do. So, this doesn't really work. I thought it was going to work a little bit because I practiced. I've done this before, not just today, but then I pulled it back out and go, how's this chair going to work with my video today? And I was just like, well, we'll see how it goes. So it doesn't go very well. So what you would do is pull the sword out and go and come across the face, or come across the, you take this out and you strike with one arm, come straight in, hit, strike. Just practice doing different stuff. You don't have to do So anyways, if someone wants to, if you need to defend your life, okay, coming straight in, boom, to the neck, to the face, to the body, okay, coming across or slicing across the neck here. So if you can see it, if Bob was closer. And so it's literally coming and putting it on the neck and slicing up through the neck. Same thing other side here. But you can also, I'm coming. Somebody comes and grabs, you want to slice up their hands. And then coming in for the stab, boom. Stab to the neck, stab to the face, and then slice across the neck, boom. And slice back if you need to. Here. If you're hypothetically living in the 1600s, 1500s, 1200s, coming straight down to the head, kick them back, and then come in so you give yourself some space. Hey, I got a 2.5 foot samurai sword. Get back a little bit so I can stab you easier and cut you easier. So, anyways, a little bit of fun with the sword. So, a little bit of fun with the sword and different tools. And anything else? If the sword is out of your belt, okay, you can use it to strike straight in, strike across the head with the butt, strike across this way. You can parry and strike, and you also go behind the head with the handle. Boom, come in with the knee. Check the chin there, and then come back, and then slice, strike, toss the scabbard to the side, and then you got two hands here. Put the blade on their neck and push them back here. Okay. Again, inside of the arms, inside of the legs. Okay. So this completes day 28. You guys are getting real close to the very end. 2 more days to go. Keep going. If you've gone this far, then you're obviously going to finish it. Keep practicing. Go through these videos again. Pick up more things from the videos that maybe you missed or didn't do. And like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications if I even have notifications up. And share with anybody that you want. Keep training hard, and I'll see you guys next time.